Thank you for listening to the end. But my top pick for the best president we have ever had, in my humble opinion, was James Monroe. I know it sounds strange, and frankly, until I read a biography about him a few years back by Harlow Giles Unger called The Last Founding Father, all I really knew about him was he was the dude who originated the Monroe Doctrine, man. But he also fought personally under George Washington in the Revolution, just like my ancestor. He is in the painting Washington Crossing the Delaware. He's the man holding the flag. And in the famous painting Capture of the Hessians at Trenton, he is the wounded man laying in agony behind victorious Washington and other commanding officers. The man took a bullet to his lungs for our liberty, and yet he was so tough as nails, he recovered. I learned about his amazing career in which he had the greatest variety of posts of any man that has ever served as president. I learned how he was instrumental in acquiring the Louisiana Purchase. I knew a little bit about that. He led the rescue fire brigade and some of the few troops to actually fire back on the British when they burned Washington, D.C. in the War of 1812. While the commander in charge of the troops at the time could not rally anyone, Monroe actually could and did. He was one of the few government figures, but he was one of the few who could put up any competent action. He rallied a stand that cemented his fame as a hero and led the efforts to repair the damage to the city and to feed the refugees. But Monroe became our idol, and he was elected in the second biggest landslide in presidential history. Both terms he served, he was one vote shy of a unanimous election. And that was only because both times an elector felt that only Washington should ever have that victory. He was the last American president, other than Washington, the only man to ever run unopposed. He spearheaded and signed